Okay. All right.
Well,
we're probably going to get started.
I think we should, because we
Okay.
are just here a few minutes after 8, and we welcome you. If you are with us in the Zoom, welcome, welcome. We'll maybe have a chance at the end if you have any questions. If you're joining us through the Learn More group, if you have any questions, make sure you reach out to your upline. Wherever you're watching from, just welcome. As Angie and I was sharing, it's a really great Monday. It is a good Monday, and we're very grateful to be able to be here with you. My name is Cynthia Stone, and I am a division leader with Park Lane Jewelry. And I have the privilege of co-hosting this with my good friend, Angela Norris, Angie as we call her. Angie and I actually drove down on one of our Park Lane trips just a few weeks ago. It seems like just a few days ago, but it was it's a month ago. And so we have a lot that we'd like to share with you about Park Lane. We're going to just kind of make this a casual chat. And again, if you have any questions at the end, let us know. Every guest this evening will have an opportunity to get into our necklace drawing. You'll contact your upline for that survey. We'll get it to you. And I think we have through noon tomorrow to be able to get that filled out. It's a Google type doc. You can get it in. And if you have any questions, we'll help you get it as well. So I'm going to go ahead and let Angela Norris, another division leader with Park Lane Jewelry, start tonight. We're both excited to be here. Angie, tell us why you got into direct sales. I know you've been in direct sales a while.
I have. So I actually am an educator by trade, I guess you would call it. I have a teaching degree, and I'm 46, even though I'm 30 in my mind, but aren't we all? I have 2 kids. They're 17 and 19. One is a senior. They're getting ready to be 18 and 20. But way back when, just like Cindy asked me, when I was still teaching and my son was 1, I wanted to have more kids, but I knew daycare would take about half my teaching income, and I was going to have to put my son, get him some other care as well, because my relatives were no longer going to be able to watch him the next year. So A, that would take so much of my income. B, I didn't want to put my kids all day, every day with somebody else. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. It just wasn't the right thing for our family. And so I was invited to a show at the time with somebody in direct sales. And so that's how I got in all those years ago. And I had the show, and then, was presented the opportunity and came in, and just coming into this kind of a business was like one of the best decisions that I've ever made. So
that's why you got into direct sales years ago. But why are you in Park Lane now? Tell us about why you made the choice to come into Park Lane.
Well, I'm very skeptical by nature. I actually, when I heard about this business opportunity, even though I had a good friend who is one of our main team leader here, who had already been in this business, she had been in Park Lane for a year prior to me. I was so skeptical until I heard all the facts. And I personally prayed about it, talked to many friends about it. I have been presented with many other opportunities and many other companies over the years, because I did so many parties for so many years, for about 18 years in my other business. And I was not at all interested, because they did not have anything like what Park Lane has. So this is not a new company. This is a family-owned 66-year-old company founded by Shirley and Art Levine. They were 16 and 19 at the time. They were just really true visionaries in the direct sales industry. They helped women become entrepreneurs. They're in huge support of family values, and really just a limitless income, the way that they run everything. It is still family owned and operated. And through all of the years, it has stayed true to that, because they had a vision, which is crazy. And I'm not a huge numbers person like by nature, but for themselves to only take 2% of the profit. Most big companies out there actually take 20 to 35% of the profit. So these profits are pumped back into our programs. This is a people company. So that was one of the big things. I had already seen my friend Katie be successful too for a year. And she knew exactly what she was talking about too, because she had a lot of experience, not that you have to at all to be successful, but in another company as well.
And so you came in to Park Lane Jewelry. Tell us a little bit about why you're still in Park Lane, like maybe about the profit end of Park Lane.
Okay, well, the profit is incredible. The product, the profit, and the programs. First of all, I was looking for something else, but I didn't know that it would be this. I really didn't mention that before. And because it had everything and more, it really seemed like it was too good to be true. But I was really looking for something that would provide a limitless income, that had a lot of integrity. And when I found out, I took 12 pages of notes. I think I mentioned that everything about it, I just thought, oh my gosh, I mean, I have to leap in and just see if this really is too good to be true. So as far as the profit goes, the crazy part about it is that they are super competitive. Okay, you show that with what they pay, first of all. Okay, and you start off by making 30% commission, which is almost unheard of, and it's a straight 30%. A lot of times companies will say a percentage, but there's so many things they have to pay out that it's really not even true to what they say. Well, that's not the case. You show the jewelry, you do home parties or one-on-one little stylings with people, you do virtual parties, Facebook shows. I do mostly Facebook. Probably 99% of mine are now. You can do online sales where you just, post things on your social media. We have a great fundraiser program, and no matter how you choose to sell, whether it's all of those things, a few of those things, you can do that however you want. You start off by making 30% commission, and the average show is like $700 or more. I mean, we've grown over 100% in this pandemic. And so that's $200 to $300 in profit a show. I mean, where can you go and do that? I mean, you're paid weekly, direct deposit every week if you have parties turned in that week. And you can totally decide what you want to make. I mean, you can want to pay off an appliance. You can be saving for your kids' college. This can be fun money. This can be your sole income. You really can come in for one reason and decide you want to do more or less. So that is one of the ways that you make the profit. I mean, we also have, great products, and we have, of course, great programs. So I'm sure you probably want me to talk about those.
I threw you a little curveball because I skipped to the profits, but obviously sometimes people come into direct sales or a small business like this because of the profits. But really what drives our profits is the actual product itself. So of course we're Park Lane Jewelry, but tell us a little bit about the product itself.
Well, what I love is it's fine fashion jewelry. It's not costume jewelry. So we have many genuine stones. We have an incredible guarantee. And because our jewelry is such good quality and we have a guarantee that backs it up as well, it makes it so easy to talk about. We kind of call it purchasing with a peace of mind, where we feel like, I always say I can stand in front of the product and be proud because Park Lane stands behind us and backs it up. So that's one of the things. I mean, it's the number one gift that women give to one another. It's one of the top 3 things that men give to women. You are a walking, talking billboard. You can wear it anywhere you go, no matter if it's to the ball field or to the office. You can wear it to work, to a wedding, to work out. And fine fashion jewelry is very hot. Celebs wear it. They even wear some celebs wear some of our pieces. And they don't have to get insured because we have designer dupes and we have the look for less. We have over 1,000 pieces in our collection, and we have prices and styles for everyone. We have blingy, we have bohemian, we have simple, we have every kind of style, and we don't have to make any of that up. We have stylists that go out and do that for us that work for the company. So our product is, everywhere you go, you get complimented on it. I mean, it makes you feel good, but then it's just such a great segue to be able to talk to people about it.
And you don't have to have a huge closet ready to fill with all the inventory, because our inventory, as we hold our style shows or place our orders, is going to come directly, in most cases, to the actual customer. We have some options, some customers who want maybe to come to us personally as a hostess or to the hostess, but we as stylists don't have to have an inventory. And that's a big, big plus. And of course, profits is one of the reasons that we all need to work. We have a fabulous product which produces those profits. But the third P is our program. Tell us a little bit about the program.
Right. Well, to kind of tag off what Cindy just said. First of all, because you don't have any delivery, that's such a huge thing. And we have so many programs that help us earn free jewelry as well. So that takes a huge weight off because first of all, the programs for the hostess and the customers are incredible. The programs for the customers is the best you've really ever heard of, 365 days a year. It's buy 2 regular price items and get 4 half off, which is our buy 2, get 4 sale. And the first 2 are the least expensive. So they could buy literally a couple pairs of stud earrings, and then get, 2 necklaces and 2 bracelets half off. And then we usually have some kind of a topper, like an icing on the cake deal, where they can then get like a huge piece for around $30. So that's another huge part of it. The hostess, that's for the customer, and they are always adding in surprises and things too. So it's so fun for us because they'll just make it even better a lot of times. We'll be able to go on our parties and be like, oh my gosh, Angie, you get this on top of all that. And the average hostess earns a $400 shopping spree. Literally, she could have 10 orders of any size, 10 $30 pairs of earrings, and Park Lane, that's $300 on your party. And Park Lane will give her a $400 shopping spree. You just earn more in free jewelry than your sales even had to be to get the jewelry. And you get half price items and other pieces on top of that as well. So because the customer sale is so good, then the hostesses feel like they can invite their friends because the quality and the guarantee are so good. And then the sale is so good. So then it earns them, it pays it forward to them, and it helps. It's a big snowball effect. It helps them earn their free jewelry. And then in turn, we earn money. So it's a win-win-win. It's like the trifecta of everything that you want it to be.
And one of the things that I would just mention also in the profit end is not only is it just about the paycheck that we get, but a lot of the jewelry that we can earn through our different Rich Rewards Club. We have a give back. I call it Park Lane Give Back to us as stylists as we are working and as we reach certain levels that they have set for us, we're able to get jewelry. Also, just as Angie was mentioning, some of the special jewelry that comes about, like the earrings I have on tonight. I don't remember if these are Congo or Kenya, but these were in the style drop section. So what happens a lot of times is maybe the day before a show, something drops. It could be a new bracelet, it could be the earrings, whatever it might be. And it just adds that excitement that Angie was talking about, something else that we can offer to our customer for a great rate that's not in the normal website catalog. And so there's constantly so much being introduced that everybody wants to shop. You never run out of new things to be able to buy. So I know that Angie, not only just by hearing her voice, but I know that she loves Park Lane. If I were to give it a heart, it would be like a huge heart that I think Angie's love for Park Lane is. So tell us why you love Park Lane so much.
Well, first of all, to know that the company has this kind of integrity is just, when you wake up in the morning and you're working for a company that backs you up, and they have all, they already have all this in place. They know what they're doing. They have, one of the other things, this is another perk, are travel trips. They have travel trips you can earn every year. I was able to earn 2 in the first year in Park Lane, 1 to the Keys and 1 to Aruba. Cindy just mentioned we went to the Keys together. It's all expenses paid. And they treat you, like kings and queens. And that being said, they have the same goal for their trips for every person, whether you came in yesterday or you've been in this business for 15 years and you have a huge team of people. That is literally unheard of. No one does that. And so anybody can earn it. And if you want to just ramp up what you're doing for the time frame because you feel like, oh, you know what, I really want to go on that trip. I'm kind of a casual stylist, but I want to come, that's a trip I've always wanted to go on. Well, the great thing is you can just do more during that time. And so because the company has the right heart and they have the programs, the profits, the people, all that in place, it's easy to be excited about it because they also do all these, again, icing on the cake deals. You get showered with surprise jewelry, not just the jewelry they have in place that you can earn every month, which is $250 to about $900 in free jewelry. And you can be doing 1 party a month and you could earn the 250, 1 or 2 for sure. And they have, designer purses they'll come out with. Oh, if you do this, and it might just be 1 party you have to turn in to get a ticket to go in for the designer purses. They have car allowances. They have, I mean, we just are, like I said, going to the Keys and Aruba, but they just announced our new travel trip to Hawaii next year. So it's Tacona. I mean, that's a dream trip for so many people. And so those are some of the reasons I love it. I mean, and the fact that I had, this is my office and there's a bed behind the screen. I had COVID for 2.5, 3 weeks, and I was able to literally not cancel anything, work all my parties, get up, do my virtual parties, not have to inconvenience my hostesses, my guests. And this is a big part of our income as well. So I was able to not have to worry about that because Park Lane has everything in place. They have all the things in place that we need for them to have for us and for you to be successful. So that's one of the things that I feel so good about.
And you love your paycheck too, don't you?
Yes, it's awesome to get paid every week too. You're not like
It
waiting.
is.
I can't imagine people who get paid like once a month. If you turn in a party that week, by our cutoff date in the middle of the week, you get paid the next week. They tell you on Friday and you get paid, I think most people it's Tuesday of the next week. So that's incredible. I mean, and I will tell you, it is amazing to be doing something that makes women feel so good about themselves. And they have all this in place. And then you also make the paycheck for it. So you get paid what you're worth,
Right. Well, so a question that I will tell you that I answered, and I'm going to share with you the question, why now? Why would you want to consider Park Lane? So let me tell you why. First off, we're just about a month and a half into our new collection. So I am going to tell you that there's no way everyone has shopped the new collection already. And in addition, we, like Angie said, have thousands of pieces all through the website. I'm still unearthing some favorite pieces. I'll have customers order a ring and I'll think, oh my goodness, I never saw that. Where was it? And they have to tell me where it was. So the new collection, every 6 months, we come out with a new catalog, a new collection. Another reason you want to think about it is because Park Lane is expanding across the US. We have international areas also, but within our US market, you could be hosting a show, sitting in the chair where Angie and I are in different parts of Florida and be in Alaska, or vice versa, or anywhere in the US. So with social media, we can hold shows, style shows, we can communicate with people, we can be working from sitting at my kitchen table or Angie's office table, office chair, her desk. So why not? Another reason, we already talked about the paycheck. I mean, who doesn't like getting a paycheck? We have different reasons we all need or want that paycheck, but we want to get it. So why would you wait? You wouldn't. The trips, that's a big one for me. I mean, I loved Key West. I live an hour and a half, 3 hours from Key West, but I had the most fun with all of the ladies. I love camaraderie. That is probably one of the top 5 reasons I'm working with Park Lane, or direct sales as a whole, but especially Park Lane, is that we have a sisterhood, and there are gentlemen that are in our sisterhood, brotherhood as well in this company. So you're never alone. Just recently, one of our uplines, Katie, who's recording this, instituted in our group what we call boards, which is a whole new way to learn about Park Lane and to learn the ins and the outs and to train others. So there is just so much layered into Park Lane to help you learn how to hold your shows, what to say, what to do. There's a back office. When you join Park Lane, you have 3 kit options. The first one is a $99 kit, which will give you $500 worth of jewelry. Okay, so whatever you might want to choose, there's a few things they won't let us pick right off because it's kind of a supply and demand when we choose our kits, but $500 worth of jewelry. For $299, you can get $1,000 worth of jewelry. And those are called the basic and the business kits. But I love the last one. Okay, if you're going to be a style boss, you might as well order the boss kit. It's $459 for $2,000 worth of jewelry. Oh my goodness. You could have birthdays for the whole year. It really would be a great way to acquire some gifts. But whichever kit level you choose, it's going to work out perfectly because we have such a fabulous website. The website comes with beautiful photos. It has a back office where we enter our shows. It gives us training classes in addition to the group that you will belong to. You may have one upline here with an upline here, and then you may have someone at the top of that upline. But you know what I found with Park Lane? The uplines don't really matter because we just all share with one another. And that's where the training, the sisterhood comes in. You're never alone unless you choose to be alone. You're never alone. The website has so many different videos on every aspect from selling to social media, and your upline will become your best friend. And I wanted to just also just share with you that when you come into Park Lane, if you are coming from another company, if you're watching this in the Learn More group, you might be part of another direct sales. If you're interested in Park Lane, they have a direct appoint program. So when I left my direct sales company, I was direct appointed. It's kind of like they say, if you're the president, or let's say a vice president of a bank, and you transfer to another bank, they're not going to put behind a teller window. Well, if they do, you're not going to probably go to that bank. You want your past experience recognized. I'm an educator, an administrator. And when my teachers came in, I didn't knock them down to 0 years. They got credit for the years they had taught somewhere else. So Park Lane recognizes your credits as far as the years in sales, your sales in general. You will have your upline and our national director confer. And once you get into that position, you never lose it. Like Angie, I was down for about 2 or 3 weeks with COVID. And then I also was down for about 4 weeks with another illness. And you know what? I didn't hold a show for like 4 weeks, 3 weeks, but I was able to work my business from my website, my VIP groups. So when I came back in, yeah, I had to pick up and go running a little bit. But you know what? No one said, oh, you didn't work all 4 weeks. You're out. You stepped down. There was no immediate quota I had to make that month to be able to keep my title. So I love, love, love the direct appoint program. And Angie, is there anything else you wanted to add at the end here? You did an awesome job.
Oh, thank you. You too. Well, a lot of times people have maybe not even had a party yet. Maybe, there's people who could be watching this that somebody sent them this recording. Maybe they have 0 direct sales experience. Maybe they have tons. Maybe they have a little, or maybe they don't even really know. They're just a little interested and somebody invited them in. They haven't had a show yet. So, if you want more information, first of all, as Cindy said earlier, definitely speak to the person who invited you, okay? And you're going to want to first and foremost, whether you think you want to do this or not, but you're going to want to schedule a party, because that can kind of become your decider show. You can decide from that show if you want to do this or not. And she can tell you more about that and what that would entail. But the wonderful thing about it is either way, even if you decided you weren't, you're going to earn all your free jewelry and have so much fun and all that kind of stuff. But if you did, it would be just such a great decision to kind of jump you into this business and help you, jumpstart your success. So they can tell you more about it. And also we have a little form that you can fill out that can be sent to you by the person who invited you. And if you're watching the recording, just reach out to them and say, hey, I watched it. What's this she's talking about? And see if this still pertains to that time frame that you're watching it. But right now, there is a little form you can fill out just to tell us your interest, and you can win a free piece of jewelry for that. So that may or may not be relevant later, but definitely, again, reach out to your upline, because that's going to be the person or the person who invited you, the person that you want to talk to get a little bit more information. So I just always feel like, people don't really know what they're thinking about, because you might go, I'm thinking about it, unless you know the facts. So thank you for watching this, even if it's on the recording or whether you're live, and really write down a lot of these things, and write down if you have any other questions we didn't cover, because there's 0 to hide. And it is a kind of a lot of information. We don't want to overwhelm you, but we want to tell you everything that we feel like that you would want to know up front to consider doing this. So If you have decided after this that you want to do it, we're going to welcome you with open arms. But again, if you have lots of questions, we will answer all those for you too. It is literally changing the trajectory of my life personally. And some days I wake up, even after I was in direct sales all those years, and I can't believe this is really happening and this is really true. And that we have all this help too, that we have so many people to help us. So you're in business for yourself, but you are not by yourself.
That's a great way to say it. And I know we only have one person on the Zoom, so you're the only one that could ask a question. But if you do have any questions and you're watching, you can get again with your upline. You could put a comment after the Zoom in the Learn More group, I believe. If you have any questions on the Zoom, just interject right now. It's not too late to get started for the Kona trip, because when you come in, you will be given several weeks of what we call double, which means your sales are doubled. So if you're a trip lady like I am, you definitely are not coming in too late to earn that trip. I always say sometimes win, but it's really earned, because nothing is free in life. We do work for these trips, but they're very attainable. So I will just second what Angie said. It's been a delight to be with you. Do we have any questions? Anybody? Katie, you think we left anything out? Anyone? All right, well then I guess
I think y'all did wonderful. Thank you so much.
You're
then
welcome.
we should probably say have a
Good
wonderful
night.
Monday evening. Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
Thank you for the information.
You're very
Oh,
welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
We
do you
hope to
have
see
any
you later.
questions?